The Ange TV Show. If you click this video, it's probably because there's breaking news, or you're tuning in for my daily briefing. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. There's 3 ways you can support The Ange TV Show. Visit our merch store at The Ange TV Show on Teespring and purchase merch now. Or you could send a super chat. And finally, you could become a member of this glorious channel by hitting the join button at the bottom of the video. Alright guys, enjoy the show. What's up guys? We are live. Welcome back to the Ange TV Show, guys. It is Wednesday today, which means I have a very special guest waiting for you backstage, guys. I have none other than the winner of the Great Canadian Baking Show, a high school friend of mine actually as well. Very talented, prominent baker, guys. Sabrina Degni.
Hello.
What's up, Sab? How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
I'm good. It's nice to see you. It's been a while. You know what I mean?
A very long time. Very
long time.
Yeah.
So, Sab, why don't you introduce to all the viewers, your followers, my followers, who is Sabrina Degni?
All right. So for those who don't know me and those who are tuning in right now, I'm Sabrina Degni. I'm 28 years old, soon to be 29 in September, and went to high school actually with Ange. Started my career, studied, and then now ended up winning a baking show 4 years ago. And here I am. I'm, just double life, we'll say, running
Exactly.
my career by day and then my second career by night.
Exactly. So you're a multitasker, right, Sabrina?
Multitasker. You never see me sitting down. This is rare.
Really?
We'll call this relaxed.
So you have the cookies in the oven right now, right?
Yeah, basically. I have a cake right on the oven, on the stovetop.
Okay, interesting. Is it going to be ready in about an hour?
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay. I was going to say, take the Great Canadian Baking tray and then bring it out with the cake.
Yeah, sure. We'll get it later to show you guys.
So Sabrina, tell us a bit about growing up. What were you interested when you were growing up? Were you the same type of person? Were you very social? Take us back to your childhood, Sabrina.
So little Sabrina, when she was younger, I would say my parents would definitely go and say I was a troublemaker and a half. I didn't follow the rules. I would always break rules. I was always a pain in the ass. It's just what they thought I was, and I still am to the day. I'd say I've become a little bit more active in personality-wise, but other than that, I haven't really changed much. I wouldn't say I was really into baking when I was younger, but I had a passion to be in the kitchen with grandma and mom. But yeah, I'm pretty much who I am right now. Nothing much has changed. From what you saw in high school, I've gone blonde, basically. That's all that I've done.
It's interesting, Sab, because, I didn't know this side of you, the baking side of you.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, I mean, if it's something you did at home or was a hobby, it's not something you would probably tell everybody, right?
No, exactly. I didn't do something I knew either.
And it was something you liked to do, like it was something you did for fun. It wasn't something you had to tell people, hey, I could bake a triple layer cake or whatever. It was just something you like to do for fun. It's not something you would flaunt, right?
No, exactly. I would just do it for the fun of it. If it came out shitty, well, you're trying it. And if it came out good, you're still eating it. So
Interesting. So Sab, did you go to any culinary arts school? Because I see that you're a baker, you're a cook, you're this, that. What's your education background?
So a lot of people think I did go to culinary school, but actually I studied in graphic design. And I worked in graphic design. I worked for one company for about a year, and then I switched over to the current company that I'm at right now. I did 6 years, I would say, and now I switched over to sales. So
interesting.
Nothing to have to do with any sort of baking.
Okay. College, university?
So I went to college. I went to Vanier. I studied graphic design there. And I was just like, I'm done with school. I just want to start working. And that's it. I got into my field, and crazy how you study one thing and end up at something else completely.
Yeah, I think half the world could say that right now.
Oh, yeah, big time. But I can't say that my graphic design background doesn't help with what I do, both in baking and in sales. It really does help big time. So I can't say it was a mistake at all to have done any of that.
So basically, your education, it's never lost, it's never forgotten, and it was very useful.
Oh, for sure. It still is. It'll always be.
Okay, that's good, Sab.
Like Photoshop and all that, the Adobe programs, I might not be up to date on that, but that's okay.
Okay. You saw the comment, right?
Thank you.
That was Jay Wild, guys, in the building. Jay Wild.
Thank you.
So, Sab, this is like the $1 million question. How did your passion for baking start?
So for those who watch the show, you'll see that my grandmother was my inspiration big time from when I was younger. So I would spend my day, not even my days, but like as an Italian, and Ange, you probably know this, but how many times we get together, make the pasta, make the sauce. If there's Easter coming up, we have to make the cookies. You're in the kitchen, you know it's tradition, you're just helping out. I didn't know it would be a passion of mine until I actually started to be in the kitchen and doing it myself. Because I would help out when I was younger. I'm not putting things in the oven. Yeah,
that's right. So basically, you learned all this by helping out your mother, your grandmother to cook for Easter, Christmas, all that good stuff.
That's it. So just helping them out when I was younger, and then finally, when I was old enough, I'd be like, okay, let me take some off of your plate, and I'll do it myself. I'll help out, and that just became okay. I'm gonna do it for myself. And now let me make some to share with others. And then they started liking what I did. And it's just like a chain reaction.
Yeah. That's awesome. And I love to eat. So I love sweets, especially, those Easter cupcakes you did, it's in the background. It was on the thumbnail, guys. Wow. They look delicious.
Thank you.
So you got a big break. Okay. You I don't know if you stumbled upon or how did you gear your, how do I say this? But like, how did you guide yourself to auditioning for the Great Canadian Baking Show? Tell us about your whole journey.
Okay, so funny story. I did not know about the Great Canadian Baking Show at all. I was not aware of this. It was one of my colleagues who her friend, shout out to Courtney, her friend sent her the application, told her you should sign up for this. But Courtney is more into cooking, I would say. She's more culinary than baking. And so she just sent it to me and she was like, I think you should try it out. This seems more to be your style. Because she knew I would always bring in baked goods just for the fun of it because I had nothing better to do on the weekends. So then I applied and for the fun of it, and I posted a stupid picture of myself holding a burger, like, it's all cute, I'm like, there's no chance, nothing's coming out of this. Let's just try it out for the fun of it. And next thing you know, I get a phone call and I'm like, I see this number from Toronto. I'm like, first of all, I'm not answering. That's registered on my phone. Then they leave a message. I'm like, okay, check the message. Listen, I'm like, what? I'm sorry to swear, but I was like,
they said, hi, it's CBC from the Great Canadian Baking Show.
It's not actually CBC that does it. It's Proper. So
Proper. Okay.
Yes, they're the filming company. They're the production company.
Okay.
And CBC buys the show from them, basically.
Oh, okay.
So it's Proper, and it was Helen who calls me, and she's like, please call us back. We'd like to have you audition, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, no problem. Called her back. I can't even remember when I auditioned. Well, when I applied, but the audition was sometime in March.
Okay.
The audition was A1. I made sfogliatelli. Shout out to my Italians. Had to go there with an Italian bake.
So you went, okay, did you have to go to Toronto for the audition?
No, that was in Montreal. So that's one thing.
Okay.
To meet all the bakers, they traveled within Canada. And then once you got selected, then we all went to Toronto. So the 10 bakers. So after that, the audition, they have you on camera throughout the whole thing. And they make you, so the way it works in the Great Canadian Baking Show, for those who haven't watched, you have, let me remember, it's been 4 years.
It's okay, take your time.
Yeah, we have a signature bake, a technical bake, and a showstopper bake. These two last one, the first and last, I knew about. And then the technical bake is just something they kind of throw on you. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. Good luck, basically. So that's what happened at the audition. They just throw you a recipe and they're like, deal with it. Make it. We're filming you. And they can question you during.
Yeah.
And so...
Sab, just not to interrupt you, but we have a question. Jay Wild says, this is a question for the guests. What are your thoughts on the chicken shortage in the U.S.?
I haven't thought of it, guys. Oh my god, that's too funny. That's too funny. Terrible. I'm gonna go with terrible. I like chicken.
Listen, there's a chicken shortage in Canada too, by the way. If you go to McDonald's, they have no more junior chickens, just to let you guys know.
That's bad. Junior chicken is the only thing I eat at McDonald's.
Yeah, and they don't have them, unfortunately.
That's not okay. I'm not okay with this. This is not fine.
Yeah. So continue on what you were saying about your auditions. Yeah.
So we audition. They film. They make sure that you're good on camera. So they do a general. So everybody's at their stations. You're in front of everyone. You're basically, it's like a somewhat live version of what it would be on the show. Mm-hmm. Everyone's at their stations. They're baking. They come up to you. They bust your balls. What are you making today? How's it going? What are you putting in your scones? Blah, 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 whatever. And then that's it. You're done with your technical bake. You go off. Mm-hmm. Then only certain people, they call back and they go, let's have a personal interview. And then I got to do one of those.
Wow.
Yeah. And then that's it. So that's the end of the audition. And then you wait. You wait maybe 2 months. And you're just here like, when's that email coming? It's not coming. It's not here yet. It's not here yet. Then I go one email and they tell me, I still have all of them saved actually in my email. It's called Best Day of My Life. So the email comes in and I'm like, yes, this is it. I've gotten it. They just tell me, are you okay if we move the dates? I'm like, why do you got to do me like this? Like, I just want to know. So the date that they chose is the day after my sister's wedding. No, the day of my wedding. And I'm like, you can't fucking.
No.
I'm like, I'm okay with it. If I have to skip my sister's wedding, it's all good. Like,
you're okay with skipping your sister's wedding?
Yeah, man. I was like, hello, being on TV, being on the baking show, yes.
Okay, well, hang on a second. I thought you were going to say, there's no way I'm going to come to the audition because it's my sister's wedding. But you were like, no.
That wasn't the audition. That was the premiere of the show.
Oh, the premiere of the show. Yeah, okay, what ended up happening? It was the same day.
So I ended up flying in a day after.
Okay.
And what an adventure that was the day before. So they wanted us all there. I can't remember when my sister got married. Probably the 7th of July or the 8th.
Okay.
And I flew in the 9th. I'm not even too sure. So I had my sister's wedding on the Saturday. I had to fly out 4 a.m. And you know the way weddings work, these Italian weddings, they don't end until 3 a.m.
You get drunk and everything. Yeah,
no, sure. I got drunk. I had an allergic reaction to oysters. I had hives all over my body this big. I was like, that's it, I'm dying. I'm not ending up on the, it was horrible. I was in the Ritz. I was at the Ritz on Jarry. Yeah. Standing there. Sorry to get all graphic, but vest on because I couldn't fit it anymore because my hives were so big. Door open. I'm like, I'm dying.
Okay, so you're allergic to fish?
No, I'm not. That's what I don't understand.
Wow. So it was a random allergic reaction.
I ended up finding out later on I have chronic urticaria, which is chronic hives.
Oh. Okay.
I still suffer from hives, but nothing this big. Like my ears blocked, my throat blocked. I drank. I had an oyster that I never tried before. Okay. Then I take Benadryl, but I previously drank. I was at the wedding on my chair like this. I was like,
oh no, my God. I can't believe, I'm sorry that had to happen at your sister's wedding.
I was so scared. Yeah, but everybody was partying. I didn't want to bust their balls. I had 3 people in the bathroom with me. I ended up coming out of it. Thankfully, I didn't end up in the hospital. Wow. But that was on my mind. Like, fuck. I come to my sister's wedding. I can't even enjoy it. I've spent the whole time in the bathroom. Now I have to take Benadryl. I have hives everywhere. I'm having a massive allergic reaction. Will I make it to the show?
I would cry. Seriously. I would just cry. If I were getting an allergic reaction at my brother's wedding, it's one of the most special days of your life.
Exactly. I was freaking out. I missed the whole wedding. I didn't even see my sister's. The only thing I saw was her father-daughter dance.
Oh,
that's what I saw. I missed everything else because you know the way it is at a wedding.
Listen, I have a friend that did their wedding the weekend of September 11th. Like, just think about that for a second, Then they had problems with people flying in from the States. So at the end of the day, life isn't perfect. Even special events, it can rain on your wedding, right?
Oh, yeah.
They see that's good luck, I think. Oh, yeah, it rained.
But they say it's good luck for us, so it's fine.
That's right. So, anyways, you're waiting for you flew in for the premiere, right?
I flew in. I flew in, I think it was July 9th. So I arrived there at 6 a.m. Like, it's not that long of a flight, thank God. It's like an hour. I didn't even get to go to my hotel. I had bags and everything, and we just went on set. And I'm like, okay, cool. So now I'm not even dressed. My makeup's not done. Nothing's done. But so thankfully, the first day, I thought we were going to bake right away. So I was shitting my pants. I'm like, there's no way. I get there first. They put me in hair and makeup, and they're like, it's only like picture day and little filming commercial day. We're not baking, and we didn't bake for I think 2 days.
Okay.
But then everybody shows up, and I'm like, I'm 24 years old. Everybody here is over 30 years old. There's no chance I'm winning this. Called my mom that night. I'm like, Ma, expect me home in a week. There's no chance I'm making it. Next thing you know, winner.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I still.
How long was the show? How many weeks was the show?
So we were there for 6 weeks. They made it seem though that it was 8 weeks because there was 8 episodes.
Okay.
We filmed At the beginning, we would film like, I would say, 1.5 episodes per week.
Okay. Interesting.
Like even 2.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
So listen, when they announced, because I actually saw the video, it's on YouTube, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
They said, and the winner is, drum roll please, Sabrina Degni. Like, okay, you were in the finals, like.
I was in the finals. Yeah.
Okay,
So let me walk you through how this happened.
Okay, no problem. Yeah.
We do our final bake. We get judged. Now we're waiting. We do this walk down to our families, come outside, have our little picnic party. And you're waiting. So then they finally call you. They set us up in a specific way. They said, Sabrina, you come here. Bandana, you come here. Linda, you come here. I'm not clicking at this point. I'm closer to the cameras. Went over my mind. Then Dan Levy says, and the winner is, and we are waiting, I kid you not, 5 minutes before they announce anything. And I'm there. I'm like, I'm shaking. I'm like, can you just say it? At one point I say it, but obviously they don't catch it on camera. I'm like, okay, you need to say it because I'm about to pass out. And then they say my name. And it's almost like, I'm so excited that you just said my name, but I'm relieved that my heart is not coming out of my chest anymore. I haven't gotten a heart attack. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, talking with Sash is definitely in the building. She said, "Hi, Sabrina, you are so pretty." By the way, there's another comment from Jay Wild. He said, another question for the guest: what are your thoughts on the people that use marijuana as a seasoning for steaks?
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Guys, like, honestly, I've kind of gotten into baking with marijuana also. Not that I should be saying it, but I don't sell. I don't sell it. I've only done it for my best friend. I'm not going to get into that too much, but it's medical use. So that's the only reason why I've gotten into it. But
Ryo Cat, he's from Japan. He says, this woman so pretty is just so like a flower.
You guys are so sweet.
Oh my God.
Pump me up.
So listen, Sabrina, you've been on the baking show, the Great Canadian Baking Show. By the way, guys, it was on CBC. You could watch it all on YouTube, on the CBC channel.
It's on Netflix actually now.
It's on Netflix?
Amazon Prime and Crave. That too, we were not told.
Okay, it's on Netflix, you said?
Netflix,
Amazon, and what was the other one? And Crave, guys. You could watch the Great Canadian. Is it the season with you in there?
There's all 3 seasons right now.
Wow.
The 4th season should be there soon. But yeah, we weren't told.
Exactly, guys. So let me just repeat this one more time. If you want to watch the Great Canadian Baking Show, what season was it?
Season 1 I was on.
It was season 1, guys. Okay. It's on Netflix, Amazon, or Prime, you said, right?
Or Prime, yeah. From what I know. I don't know if it's on other streaming.
So there you go, guys. You could definitely watch it. Everything that we're talking about right now. Sabrina was on that show. She won the first Great Canadian Baking Show challenge. And now she still works with CBC. So, and we're going to talk more about that. So what opportunities came out from this big win, being the Great Canadian Baker? For sure you got swarmed with, I would think, sponsors, deals, commercials. I'm sure the show wanted you back. Tell us about that.
So the thing with this show is they can't have me back just because of the way the show works, because we're we're the Canadian version of the British one. Yeah, that's where it originated from. So the British one, and they've never brought back anybody for another season as a special guest. Okay. If anything, the only thing I would be able to be on is like an all-stars sort of thing. Oh, go fight.
Oh my God, guys.
God. So I don't even know, like, these comments keep coming in and it's so sweet. I'm losing my train of thought. Where was I on this now?
We were talking about what did you get from the show after the show, opportunities.
Yeah, so after the show, actually, let me start with, I won a cake plate. There was no money. There was nothing. So they don't bring you back as a special guest is where I was going at. So I could have been on the All-Stars, but personally, I don't know if I would ever do that just because I've won once and I'm so competitive that if I wouldn't win, and I know this sounds really stupid, but I've won already once and not getting the title again would just, I don't know, would kind of hurt me a bit. And I don't know if I want to go through that again. Like, I loved it one time. I don't know if I could do it again. Being a special guest or a judge, I would totally do that. But to compete again, like, I almost passed out in the tent 2 or 3 times.
You almost passed out from the stress?
Yeah, from being judged. You bring your stuff up there and you're just There's no AC, first of all. They shut everything down. Everybody is as quiet as a mouse. And you're just there getting judged in front of everyone. So at one point, I told them, I'm like, we have to stop filming. I had ice packs everywhere because I just wasn't coming out of it. I didn't eat all it was horrible.
When you said I have to stop filming, it was during a competition?
During judging. I said we need to take a break. We put ice packs everywhere. You don't see it, but I actually have them on in one of the episodes. I munched on a little thing and then we got back to filming. So anyway, drifting away from the question, what ended up coming from that after is being the winner. They had brought me back for season 2 to do the commercials. Season 3, I did some Instagram stuff. And then, I also got an opportunity to be on a show called Canada's Smartest Person Junior. In 2018. I'm forgetting now at this point.
Yeah.
So that came out. I did some commercials. I've done some Instagram stuff. I've worked with local people. So with Pastene, I got a nice sponsorship with them. Receiving free products, working with them. And I'm so down to do any of that. And like any kind of exposure is always great as well for anybody, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, that was, sometimes you say you're waiting for a break. And that was to you, that was for sure one of the defining moments in your career, right?
Well, for sure. And you know what? Like, how many times in high school I'd be like, imagine if one of us end up on TV. Never.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
it's
you
incredible.
think like one of us is going to be a star, for sure. I'm not going to call myself a star, like, whoa, but I ended up on fucking TV, man.
Well, there you go. It's like Vanessa Grimaldi. She came to our school too. So you never know. Like, you really never know.
She killed it, man.
Yeah,
I mean, killed it. But
she was on The Bachelor there. So
on The Bachelor, yeah.
So what was your most memorable? I'm sure that was one of your but I want to know, what was a really good day in the life of Sabrina as a baker? What was a day that you're like, oh my God, I accomplished so much, or it's just like you made a cake and it was so nice, or something like?
Not even that. It's the simplest thing for me. It's having my grandmother say something that I made tasted better than hers. As bad as that sounds, I was like, now you've made it. If you're cooking better than your nonna, you're done. God. That's it. Like, solid.
Wow.
You're good.
You got brownie points for that.
Oh, yeah. I was like, that's it. Done. Like, I can take over now.
We got another comment here. Ryokat said, "Is so cute, just like my big sister."
Aww.
And this woman is my destiny. Oh, shut up and dance with me.
I will dance with you. No problem, girl.
Oh my God, it's too funny. So I asked you about your most memorable moment, but what was your most difficult moment in your career that you don't really want to? I know that I'm bringing it back up, but I'm saying it's something you'd rather forget, something that was disappointing. Maybe you were making a cake and it's like a bundt cake. It fell in or something.
In the middle. I can't say that like I fucked up things. It's only normal.
Okay.
Some stuff have just not worked out for me.
Yeah.
But my worst moment or most difficult moment is and this kind of comes into a question that's going to come a little later, is working with people who are, so I've worked with certain people, or we'll say event planners, that have a specific look in mind, but then there's language barriers and you can't really understand, and they just put so much pressure on you. And this had happened right at the beginning of, we'll say, my baking career. I remember crying doing one of my cakes, and I was so happy with how it turned out.
Wow.
I cried that day. I told my mom, I'm like, I'm done. I can't deal with people. Like, if I can't please people with my bakes, and she was super happy with the cake. I was just hard on myself, but that was my worst moment. But I also learned so much from it. Like, don't be so hard on yourself. It's only normal. You're going to disappoint people, but who cares? At the end of the day, we care to grow.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I think a good lesson in life is not to care about what people say, right?
No. And
that's something I learned later on in life. That's what's funny. I always think, this person says a certain thing, and you got to be on the good terms with this guy and that guy. And then I said, who the hell cares? At the end of the day, you see with your own eyes, and, you're going to live the life that you think is comfortable for yourself.
Exactly.
It's just, but it's interesting that you were saying that and everything. But there's another question that's very similar to that.
Very similar.
It's actually the next question, okay? How do you deal with criticism of your food? Now, it could be a hater. It could be, those haters that are like lifetime haters that are always there to troll you.
They're just out for you.
Yeah. So how do you deal with haters? How do you deal with people that say that you didn't, like, the cake wasn't to their standards? Any kind of critics, how do you deal with that?
I've only experienced it once in 4 years, and I'm very proud to say that. But at the end of the day, if you don't like what I make, I am sorry, but this is who I am. You might not like what I'm into, and by all means, go find someone else. I don't really care. I have enough of a support system. And even at that, like, I'll work with my clients if something doesn't work out. Like, there was this one time that someone ordered a taster wedding cake, and she told me, like, it was so dry. And I'm like, well, you ordered it 3 days in advance before you wanted to cut into it. What do you want me to do?
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Oh, yes, I would love a plushie.
We have a Ukrainian in the building as well, Mr. Andre. He said, why bake cake when bake nice basil crust pizza? Okay, this guy, he's always talking about a basil crust pizza every time he comes. So just let you know.
That is, but I do make
says,
pizza.
Another authentic hand tossed of sweet baked topping pesto.
Oh yeah, I'm so down for
His crust is neat, just delicious. Okay, anyways.
Crust for you.
Who and what is the most important, influential thing that was said to you? This is a question from Dario Vitali from Facebook.
Wow. Okay, so this would have to be from the judges, and it's not one thing. It's just I grew so much as a baker from all their comments. So I would say working with professionals. So there was Bruno Feldeisen and Rochelle Adonis. As our judges, and I have to say everything that they said, I took it all in my last bake. If you guys do end up going and watch it, you'll see how much I grew from episode 1 to episode 8. Everything that they told me, I retain it to this day. And if I do have a hard time with something, I still reach out. I'll let them know, like, hey, what can I do? Because I walked in as an amateur. I don't have any experience. I still don't. Well, I have my experience from practicing, but any professional background, I don't have any of that.
What's your favorite Asian country?
Oh my gosh, I've never even been to Asia, so.
So it's on a bucket list that you want to travel to Asia, right?
I definitely do. We want to. My boyfriend and I have been talking a little bit about traveling. I'm still. My mind is not even on traveling yet, just because COVID. So to me, I'm never traveling again. But I would love. I'm so scared of flying, though.
Me too. I'm telling you that.
Like all the drugs possible to get me on a plane.
The last time I flew, I was maybe 7 or 8 years old, and especially now with COVID and terrorism, that changed since I went. There's no way you're gonna see me on a plane anytime soon, unless I
traveled in January to film the last commercials on like a little plane, an hour ride. I held on for dear life. I'm like, that's it, I'm dying. And then you landed all as well.
Yeah. Tracy Mayo says, hey, Sab, good vibes, good vibes.
Tracy, that's my girl. I work with her.
Andre says, do you bake pierogies? We bake good pierogies.
I've never tried making pierogies, but Tracy, who just commented before, makes pierogies.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Good ones. I need to try making them.
Okay. So listen, Sab, you have a business, right? So after going on the Great Canadian Baking Show, doing all that and everything, like you said, you know what, why don't I, make something out of this, right? So tell us how, why, who inspired you, what inspired you to start a business with your baking skills?
I have to say it's all my followers. So after the show, I didn't know, like, you're kind of in a limbo. Do I do this professionally? Do I sell my bakes, or do I just end it here? And at this point, you have an opportunity. You've been on TV. People have now recognized you. And then some people started messaging, well, are you going to start selling your bakes? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't even know how to price a cake. So I did my research. And then from the moment I won, I think within 2 months, I started baking. I didn't have the name yet for the company. And I mean, the company name was no brainer to me. And that's it. So I would say it's not even myself. It was my following. It was everybody who supported me from the very beginning.
Yeah. Have you been to Ukraine?
I have not. I haven't been many places. I wish I could travel more, but again, very scared to travel. But if you're going to have me, I'll come. No problem.
Which celebs would you like to bake for?
Which celebs would I love to bake for? Oh, good question. I don't think I have a specific one, but I would love to bake again for Dan Levy.
By the way, who is Dan Levy? I'm sorry I don't know him, but...
You don't know who Dan Levy is?
No, I don't know who Dan Levy is.
Dan Levy, I hope you're not watching this. He follows me. Make sure he's not watching. So do you know Eugene Levy from American Pie or whatever it is.
Yeah, that I know.
Did you watch Schitt's Creek?
Schitt's Creek? No, I didn't watch. I heard it's a really good show.
You need to watch it. Dan Levy is Eugene Levy's son.
Oh, okay. He's Canadian?
So that's another thing. We got to meet them when they walked in. They're like, here are the hosts. First it was the judges. And
wait, it's their show?
No, it's not.
Oh,
Schitt's Creek is Dan Levy's show.
Okay.
So when we got to meet the hosts, they walk in. Everybody's talking about Dan Levy and Schitt's Creek. I'm like, the fuck is this Schitt's Creek? I don't understand. He walks in. My mouth dropped. I was like, oh my God, it's Dan Levy. He's from MTV.
Is he good looking or something? Or?
Very good looking. Very good looking guy. I had a heart attack. When he heard me say MTV, he's like, oh fuck, someone actually knows me from MTV. This is the beginning of his career. I didn't know him from Schitt's Creek, but
did you need ice packs at that point?
No, I didn't. I was hiding behind everyone. 10 people in front of me. I was just hiding there. I was like, okay, I don't want to be noticed.
Raulcat said, you're so cute, just like my idol in Taiwan.
I'd love to know who she is.
Love you, I show you. What does she mean by I show you?
I'm not sure.
In Canada, is it hard to bake because it's too cold or scared melt igloo?
Okay, so I mean,
he's from Ukraine. No, I know. But a lot of people that are not from Canada, they think that we live in igloos and they think that I'm riding a polar bear.
I don't.
To work. Oh boy. Okay, he's saying, are you scared to bake because the heat could melt the igloo?
So I don't live in an igloo, but temperature in Canada versus if I lived in a very sunny area is completely different. So, and even between winter and summer, I have to adjust my recipes.
Okay.
So the temperature does affect, but I do not live in an igloo. This is my house. It's not me.
So Sab, tell us about Bakes by Sab. What do you offer? Is there any services you offer? We know that you make cakes. What else do you do? Cupcakes,
I have a website. Sorry to cut you off. I have a website, www.bakesbysab.com.
Okay.
I offer any kind of bakes, so cakes, cupcakes, breads, cake pops, really anything. I've also now started introducing some Italian delicacies like arancini.
Nice.
Aside from that, I'm also a teacher for baking on amphi.com. So if any of you are interested in taking a baking class, definitely go sign up. I even have a $15. Just go on my
so this is how you spell it, www.bakesbysab.com. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to pin that to the top, guys. Listen, if you want to go place an order for some, you said chouoletta, what did you say?
Chouoletta, anything you guys want. I'll make whatever you guys want.
Arancini, all kinds of good stuff, guys. Go check out www.bakedbysab. Also, what is your Instagram? It's Sab Degni. Sab Degni. Is it all together?
All together.
All together, guys. At Sab Degni. Go follow her on Instagram, guys, because she has amazing. Do you have recipes actually?
I do have recipes. I have on my highlights. You'll see some recipes. You'll see certain things that I do. I don't. Like I post my meals sometimes. I'll post the pasta that I make. It's all baking. You'll see some pictures of me rarely, but yeah.
By the way, Tracy says, I show you the pierogies, but content was delayed.
I see. We'll make them together, Trey.
Does Tracy live near you or is she from
she's in Saint Jean.
Saint Jean, but you met her through the show?
No, we work together.
Oh, you work together.
Yeah,
okay.
We work at the same company, yeah.
Ryocat wants you to teach him how to bake. Do you offer baking lessons?
I do. So it's on amphi.com, and then you would look for my name, and I have a bunch of classes there, or you can message me through Instagram, and I'll set up a class for you that's catered to especially what you want to learn. It could be cakes, baking, or it could be cooking, whatever you want.
Wow. So also, how far do you deliver? Because do you deliver the cakes?
I do deliver, but there is obviously a cost. But it's within the Montreal-Laval region.
Montreal-Laval region. So obviously this is for our local buffs over here. Because there's people from all around the world watching, and
I could deliver you something. I can't promise it's not going to be stale or rotten by the time it gets to you, but it's up to you.
Yeah. But guys, definitely she's worth a follow, guys. Follow her up. Check out her baking. There's a bunch of YouTube videos. Just type Sabrina Degni. She's practically a keyword on YouTube. Yeah. You just click it. It's going to show everything. She has a video with another guy, an Asian fellow, I believe.
Oh, Dino. From MasterChef.
Oh, he's from MasterChef.
MasterChef. Yeah, we got to meet. He lives here currently, but we got to do some work together. I was a super fan of his.
Wow.
Huge
So now now you became like an entrepreneur, right? It's a business for you. How was the transition from baking for fun versus baking for like a livelihood?
So I feel like there is more pressure, but a good kind of pressure, because now I want to learn how to make angel cake. Oh, definitely. We'll learn how to make that. No problem.
No, he said Ange cake.
Oh, an Ange cake. No problem. And then
that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
We'll put his logo on it.
You know what though, Sab? I have a good idea because guys, maybe some of you guys don't know, but I'm starting a kids show. It's starting in like maybe June, like with puppets and everything.
I love that.
So maybe my puppets could be like looking at the cupcakes and you know what I mean? That would be really cool, We could work something out for sure. It's going to be obviously on YouTube for kids, guys. It's not going to be on the Ange TV Show, but it's going to be called Ange and Friends Show.
I love that.
And you know what's funny? My puppet show is actually going to be based on characters like my viewers, right? Like Ryo Cat and Raul and Andre. So
I love that.
Yeah.
I guess on that too with my own little puppet.
Yeah, because I remember I did a puppet show in elementary school and I used to love it. So I said, I want to bring it back,
For sure.
And I always had a dream to do a kids show. Like I want to try it out. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like I'm looking at all roads.
I think the kids show is the way to go, especially on YouTube.
Yeah. Every Saturday morning. That's it.
They don't even watch
So which I know you're a baker, but I'm saying like which cook, chef, pastry chef, short order cook, who inspires you to what you do?
So I can't say that I have a specific one. Like I watch Gordon Ramsay, I'll watch Jamie Oliver, I'll watch Giada. Like there's a few people, but I have to say when it comes to baking, it was all YouTube. So there's a few accounts that I follow. That's where I learned everything. I've never taken. I wish I could deliver to the Ukraine. I can learn to make cookies. I'll teach you whatever you want to learn. I'll help you. So yeah, I can't say that I have a specific chef in mind. But when it came to baking, I learned everything from YouTube. I am self-taught and I learned with my grandmother. But the problem with an Italian grandmother is put a little bit of this, put a little bit of that. It's not 1 teaspoon or it's not exact. It's more than science over there. So I learned a lot from, and I don't mind sharing with you guys. If you want to reach out to me on Instagram, I'll share these profiles with you of the ones that I learned from on YouTube. But yeah, when it came to baking, I wouldn't say like I'm sorry to all the Martha Stewart lovers out there. I'm not the biggest fan, but that's just me. And I don't know.
Yeah, Ryo Cat is basically begging you to message him on Instagram after the show.
Message me. Message you are about. Waiting for your message. I haven't gotten one yet.
Yeah, and Ryo Cat, I will provide you with the link if you still haven't gotten her Instagram. You know what? Let me write it here. It's at Sab
Degni.
all together.
Yeah.
Like this. Like I just put it. There you go. Like this, right?
That's exactly it.
Guys, go follow her at Sab Degni. Like I said, very interesting person. Listen, I invite interesting people here. You know what I mean? And it's funny, Sab, because we were friends in high school based on a mutual friend of mine, Massimo Luzzi. No, but I'm saying, sorry. Yeah, your ex-boyfriend. There you go. Wait a minute. Exactly. So, we were friends. Like, we were in the same group and everything, and that's why we were pretty close at that time. But never to the point where like best friends and everything. You know what I mean? So, and then obviously people like after high school they go their own ways. And like I said,
you got my message.
Listen. I saw you on YouTube. I'm like, wait a minute, Sabrina Degni. I go, what the hell? Like, she won on the King. And then when I saw at the end of the video that you won, I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, you know what? It would be a good idea to have her on the show. And like I said, guys, this is not scripted at all. We had maybe 10 minutes to talk before the show, and this is a completely natural conversation. Yeah. Just to let you guys know. What's up, Dark Masters in the building? How are you, sir? Guys, go follow her at Sab Degni. Amazing person. I just
got the message from our fellow friend. I'm going to message you back after. Okay.
So, Sab, you're like the pro at this, I guess, if you want to say. I mean, you're good at it, right? You're a prominent baker. What qualities does it take? Like, I'm talking about a dash of this, a dash of that. It's like, what is it, Powerpuff Girls? What does it take? What qualities does a successful baker have? Patience, what? What does it take?
definitely patience. You need to be very patient, not only with yourself and what you're doing, but so when you're making your recipe or putting your batter together, it's science. You really need to look into what you're doing, because one little mishap, you're done. You're screwed for. So I would say baking, but also have that eye. Like, so I do have graphic design background, but I wouldn't say.
He's asking if we're gonna do a baking show together.
We could absolutely.
We could definitely do like cooking with Ange and like Ange see, Ange do. Like she makes something and then I try to make it too. Now, fun fact, guys, I don't know how to cook, but that would be interesting.
We have to do this.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I would say like mainly patience. You have to be very focused in what you're doing, but patience is key, and practice. Obviously, practice makes perfect. So that's my two things that I have always gone by.
He wants to see me make pierogies with you.
Listen, me, Tracy, and Ange, no problem. Hello, tiny human.
Seriously, guys, like, it sucks now with COVID. We can't get together. It's literally a cock block, like, for fun. But it's like I said, there's so much more we could do once all the restrictions are lifted.
Yeah.
And like I said, even with the kids show, we could incorporate it somehow. I'm really excited, by the way, for the kids show. It's just that I have to make the puppets, and that takes a long time to do, right? Like, I'm literally sewing the puppets. So, exactly, cook with Ange. That's right. So listen, Sabrina, do you have any upcoming projects for the next year, 2 years, maybe 5 years? What's in sight for Sabrina Degni in the next couple years?
So the big thing is to open up my own bakery. Right now it's from this kitchen right here, right behind me. I'd like to get out of this, or maybe, like, I don't know. I don't know what the plan is exactly. Do I buy myself a duplex and then one of the apartments will turn into the bake shop, or do I rent out a space, make that into a bake shop? See you tomorrow, Trey. So that's the main goal within, hopefully, I don't want it to be 5 years. I was going to open the bake shop beforehand, but COVID. Yeah. COVID's been a killer, big time. But my business has still continued going on. Obviously not as much because we're blocked off from everything.
That's my brother, by the way. He said, Ange, I would pay good money to see you cook,
I would love that.
But only if mom and dad stand behind you with a fire extinguisher.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea.
But that's serious. Like, I could do some serious damage if I don't know what I'm doing.
No, now we have to do this.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? I love brownies. Okay. What else do I love? Anything moist. Like, I love pudding au chômeur.
Oh my God. You don't even understand.
Wait, you hate moist?
But
I love moist. No. It's just like no. Okay.
I don't use that word at all. I'll just be like, it's super soft.
So okay, what type of taste bud do you have? You like crunchy stuff?
That, but I won't say it.
You won't say it's a secret?
No, the word that you said that I don't like. That.
Oh,
I
moist.
That. I want to gag every time I sound weird.
Moist is the best, my brother said.
What?
Moist is the best. Moist.
You guys are all evil.
Oh my God! Listen, Sabrina, you've been doing amazing for the interview. Really, guys, let's give a bonus Ange clap. This is an Ange clap. A bonus Ange clap for our guest Sabrina Degni here, who's been ripping it. Really, amazing, interesting person. Guys, if you have any questions for Sabrina, we're at the end of the interview. So if you have any questions, keep them coming. This woman, you can defeat Marisa Teshiba. Okay, Marisa Teshiba is, I guess, a YouTuber.
Oh,
I think she's Japanese and she does cooking shows and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
So
I'm going to check her out.
You're saying you could probably beat her and stuff.
We'll see. I'm going to check her out. It doesn't matter what that word is. It doesn't matter. Listen,
exactly.
Ukraine. No.
Yeah. Listen, Sab, I have to try your cupcakes, your cakes, stuff like that. I don't know if you have a menu. It's online, right?
On my website, you'll see everything that I offer. I have pictures, but I don't specifically say what exactly I do because it's really whatever you want, I'll make. If you want cookies, I'll make you cookies. You want brownies, I'll make you brownies. I even do dry ingredient boxes sort of thing, or in a jar. So brownies in a jar that you make at home.
Yeah. Ryocat said, I will pay a good yen to buy some cupcake with Sabrina.
No problem.
In Maid Cafe, they have amazing food. Okay, Maid Cafe is what do you call it? A bakery in Japan.
Okay.
But I have a question for your, is cupcake your favorite food? That's another question.
Yes.
Oh, it is?
Yes, okay. I love cupcakes. Well, like when it comes to baking, it's not my favorite food. Tacos are my favorite food. Anything Mexican.
Yeah, and today's Cinco de Mayo, so today you guys can have some tacos, tequila, this, that. Yeah, so I have a question about your bakery there, because now I'm excited that you're gonna have a bakery. Okay, first of all, where would this bakery be? Would it be like an RDP?
I don't know. That's what's killing me. Is I'm like, do I stay in my area because I don't plan on staying here forever? I'd like to end up being in Laval. Okay. But I feel like being an Italian, it's only the smartest thing to do is go to Little Italy.
Okay.
Yes, I've made a taco cake. Go check my Instagram.
You made a taco cake, like a literal taco cake, or like with tacos, like the meat in it, or no?
No,
like it looks like a taco.
It looks like a taco. Go check out my Instagram.
Okay.
2 years ago.
Guys, go check Sabrina's Instagram at Sabrina Degni. Go check it out. She has all the pictures of all the cakes she made. Mm-hmm. You made a cookie dough cake, which I almost died, like from how good, because I love cookie dough, by the way. I don't know if you saw the cookie dough cheesecake for my birthday. I don't know if you saw that picture.
I think I did, yeah.
Oh my God. And that was from the Cheesecake Bar, but wow.
I've never tried them.
Cheesecake with cake, because cheesecake, I even did a project when I was a little kid. Yeah. I love cheesecake. You know so, you can make a customized cupcake because I make anime cupcake.
I could make I make
Yeah. By the way, Ryo Cat, he's like a YouTuber super fan. Like he loves YouTubers. He's obsessed with them. But he's like,
guys.
But he's so nice. A lot of other YouTubers they kick him out, but I let him stay and everything.
Oh,
he's a nice guy.
On.
Yeah, exactly. He's just a friendly guy and everything. Sabrina, thank you very much for coming, guys. No problem, guys. If you have any other questions for Sabrina, DM her.
Yeah, reach out to me.
Okay, so it's okay. Okay.
Of course.
Because I don't want to bombard you with Okay, so guys, you could reach out to her. You could reach out to me if you want. You could comment on this video once it's uploaded, guys. You could definitely comment on it. Bobby Short Shorts is in the building. Mega shout out to you, my friend. Thank you. So like I said, thank you, Sabrina, for coming. Tomorrow, guys, we have DJ Stevie V. You do not want to miss it, guys. It's going to be a great... You don't. It's going to be a great time. I'm really excited to have Stevie, guys. I'm looking forward to meeting him in person after COVID because right now we can't meet each other. He's a DJ. He has Joe and Mary's wedding, and he has Insieme Montreal, which we're going to talk about more tomorrow. At the end of this video, guys, you're going to be redirected to the reminder, the preview for the video. So you guys could set a reminder. It's going to be tomorrow at 8 o'clock, guys. It might be on the right side of your screen right now, by the way. So, guys, thank you very much for coming. Everybody who's supporting Sabrina, everybody who's supporting the Ange TV show, you guys are amazing. If you're a new viewer, don't forget to subscribe. Press that subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss a second of the action here on the Ange TV show. And, yeah. So, guys, me and Sabrina will be signing out. Like I said, thank you very much for coming. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same place, different time, 8 o'clock. Okay, guys?
I won't.
Take care, guys. Sorry, Sabrina?
I saw the comment over here. I'm not going to forget to message you. I'm going to message you as soon as we hang up.
Okay, Ryo Cat, calm down. She's going to look at her DMs and message you guaranteed. Okay, guys? All right.
Thank you, guys. So nice to be with you all.
No problem. And like I said, guys, check out the Great Canadian Baking Show on Netflix, Amazon Prime. What was the other one?
And Crave.
And Crave. You could watch season 1, which Sabrina won, guys. Okay, and there's also videos on YouTube. Just type Sabrina Degni. Guys, take care. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another special guest. Take care, guys. Ciao, ciao.